something I said I wanted to talk about. And now that basketball is back and everybody's focused on basketball, I want to start off by reading something. This comes from the Equal Justice Initiative. And many of you guys know that I got involved with Brian Stevenson over the summer and through the course of all the social and racial injustice issues that we've encountered. One of the things we committed to as coaches was to read from the calendar as often as we can, to share the calendar. And so fittingly today, December 11th, in 1917, there were U.S. Army executes 13 Black soldiers in Houston, Texas. 1917, this same exact day, there were 13 Black soldiers who had been executed. And I bring that up, you know, in the aftermath of what has occurred last night with Brandon Bernard and Equal Justice Initiative, and what Brian has done through his organization has really fought to end mass incarceration, wrongful deaths. And what I've done with the Georgia Innocence Project is to help provide resources and awareness to wrongful convictions. And some of those things do include mass incarceration and executions. And so it's just a strict and harsh reminder of what is still going on amongst many other things. And it's just one of those fitting things that just happened to pop on the calendar this date in 1917. So I just wanted to start out with that.
All right, thank you very much for that. We will go ahead and get started with the question. The first one coming from Sarah Spencer.
Hey, Lloyd, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Will Rondo or Clint or Cam be available tonight?
Rondo is out. Cam, Clint are playing.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Is there a question from Raphael?
Hello, Coach. First question, well, the only question I have is, with tonight, what do you look for in the first preseason game? I know, of course, you want to see continuity and everything like that, but is it anything that because you know it is the first preseason game, is anything that you're really looking for specifically?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, really. Combinations of guys playing together for the first time, chemistry from some of our guys that have played together before, you know, points of emphasis on the defensive end, you know, how effective can we be keeping the ball out of the paint, our conditioning level to get back in transition and take away easy baskets early, and, you know, our effort. You know, this is a barometer to see where we are physically and condition-wise to play a different opponent. You know, obviously there'll be some high adrenaline and some early energy, but that's sustainable energy for guys that'll get their first course of action, competitive action in a long time. So there's too much to really name. You know, whatever we get, we're going to take advantage of. Whatever we get that we need to work on, we're going to take advantage of that as well. You know, whatever we can get on film, it will be really beneficial for our guys. It'll tell us where we are, what we need to work on, and what we're capable of doing as well.
Okay, next question from Kelly.
Hey, Coach. We talked yesterday, and you said it's probably going to feel a little bit different stepping in this arena in comparison to the practice facility. What was it like? What's it been like, even just in the early goings? Does it feel a little different right now?
I haven't been in there. I've been in the coach's office and on the practice court, so I haven't been in the arena yet. And you know, when I walk out there, it'll probably be the first time I see it. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I need to find something to eat. That's different. I don't know where the food is coming from or where we're allowed to eat. So it's all still pretty brand new to me.
Appreciate it.
Just got out of a walkthrough, so we've been on the practice court the last hour.
Next question from Chris Kirshner.
Who's starting tonight?
When do we have to announce that? 30 minutes before? I'm just messing with you, Chris. I knew you were asking. I knew you were going to ask. Trey, Bogey, Dre, Sean, and Bruno. Clint. Trey, Bogey, Dre, John, and Clint Capella.
Are there any
You guys got to
additional-
lighten up. Everybody's just trying to fucking tweet everything. Just lighten up and enjoy the moment. Tough year, man. You guys got to have some fun. It's not that serious. You got to have some fun. It's almost 2020 is almost over. That was our message to our guys. This is the last month of the worst year. The last month of the worst year. And it's all about looking forward, finding hope, and just trying to project out.
I think Chris has another question.
Well, as a pessimist, I'll say that I don't think January 1st is going to be any different than December 31st. But what are you hoping to find with this group that you are rolling out there tonight? Obviously, you guys haven't played in 9 months. Are you looking to see anything specific, or is it pretty much just getting back into the flow of things?
You know, I think there's a lot, and you know, and I think sometimes people look at the first 2 years with the young guys that we've played and said, you know, like what's going on? These guys are playing heavy minutes and they're not producing the results. The thing that we always knew is that they were going to get tremendous game experience. And so we haven't played basketball in 9 months. And so the thing that we were able to get was young players were able to really work on their bodies, to work on their skill set, to sit back and evaluate the game. They had to watch all of Orlando from afar. And so in a sense, some of the rookies got to be rookies and watch the game and learn the game, you know, that way, as opposed to just being thrown out there. And sometimes you get thrown out there and you're just not ready, and we have to deal with it. But I think all of our guys have been tremendous in those 9 months in terms of working on their skill sets, developing their body, and really putting in the time at a very slow, I mean, we couldn't rush it. So really putting in the time to every day try and get better. And so I think that's the silver lining for the John Collins and the Trae Youngs and the Cam Reddishes of the world, is they got to be young players and spend an off season developing their bodies and their games. John has a son. Last time we played basketball, he didn't have a kid. Now he's a father with the son. You know, Brandon Goodwin has a son. When we were playing basketball last time, they weren't fathers. There's a lot of growth that has come in this period of time.
Sarah.
Lloyd, are you able to offer any injury updates on Onyeka, Chris, or Tony Snell?
No, I mean, obviously they had their – I don't even know if they had it today or when they're having it or what the timeline. I know both Onyeka and Chris were on the floor at 3:30 before our walkthrough, you know, doing their individual workout. Big O practiced with us yesterday. And Tony's right around the corner, or sorry, Chris is right around the corner. So, you know, whatever the evaluation tells them and what their next steps progression is going to be, then, you know, we'll figure that out as we move into next week. But obviously neither of those guys are going to be playing tonight or Sunday.
So did that mean Onyeka did like contact stuff if he practiced?
Yeah, he did contact yesterday.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, we got a question from Christos.
My guy.
Hello, Coach. How are you?
How are you, Christos?
I'm fine, thank you. I would like to ask you what to expect to see from your players today.
Hopefully a lot of made shots. You know, we have a goal of just trying to get 25 plus assists, you know, 12 or less turnovers. And I really want to see if we can get out and get into the bonus in every quarter. You know, our attack mentality, the ability to space the floor and let guys attack the rim. If we can get into the bonus, it really is a mindset. So I would love to see our guys play in the bonus in each of the 4 quarters. And I think that's going to create some more opportunities for us moving forward.
Thank you.
Next question from Josh Robbins.
Coach, given the additions your team made, given Washington's addition and improved health, how much more competitive do you anticipate the division being in the season ahead?
Well, I mean, I think it's always comes down to, you know, kind of some luck on some parts, the health. on a lot of parts. And, you know, if everyone's fully healthy, I think we're all going to be competitive. These guys are missing Orlando. They're missing some bodies tonight. I know they would like to have all of their bodies healthy. Obviously, Washington has been without a few bodies throughout the course of the years, but they've made some changes, and they're going to be competitive. It's a different group. Brooklyn's a different group. But in our division, obviously, you understand that if healthy, it's going to be a tough division all the way around. So, you know, we're just going to worry about us. If we're healthy and we have available bodies and we're playing at peak performance, I think we have a really good chance of being pretty good.
Thank you.
We've got time for just a couple more. First from Chris Kirshner.
With the NBA relaxing their stance on clothes for coaches, have you just decided if you're going to be wearing a suit or a polo shirt yet?
Yeah, you know, I was on the minority on my staff. I wanted to wear suits, and my staff turned in their votes and then told me after that they all voted for polos. So it shows you how much pull I have on my own staff. But no, we had a head coaches call this week, 2 actually. And, you know, one was about 20 minutes with all 30 head coaches, and it was more comedy than anything. But the decision has come down to the fact that that's what we agreed upon, so let's do it. And, yeah, it's going to be different. You know, I ordered my staff some shoes, and we're going to figure out how to dress accordingly and properly each game. I'm just trying to figure out how to be warm, more importantly. You know, we won't be in polos tonight. We'll have some quarter zips. But that's my biggest concern is how can I stay warm? Comfortable will be fine. But we're in jeans and pants and soft bottom shoes or whatever, business casual shoes, whatever you want to call them. Well, I'll be comfortable. I just want to be warm.
Final question will come from Jamila Johnson.
Hey, Coach, what kind of scouting were you guys able to do for Orlando? And if any, what are you kind of expecting to see out of that team?
You know, we use some of their sets and some of the things that we know they're going to do. Fournier's coming off a catch and shoot. Markelle in a pick and roll that's trying to get to the rim, and Vucevic down below. He and Gordon down below posting up. It's really not so much about Orlando tonight. It's definitely going to be about us. We'll take some of their action, see if we can execute a game plan and have some film to look at tomorrow. But it's really about us. Can we get out early in transition and create some easy opportunities? Can we prevent them from getting any on the other end? Because we've been working on trans D and we've been working on our trans offense to get easy opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's going to be about us executing what we've worked on in this short week and then moving forward. We'll play them again on Sunday, and we'll have some real sets and actions that we can guard on Sunday.
Thank you.